Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. My question is for the Minister of Energy. Minister, we've warned you of the suffering that you've inflicted through your reckless hydro policies. Our offices have been inundated with messages from residential and commercial ratepayers who have no idea how they'll deal with the ever-increasing energy burden you've laid upon them.
Well, they move.
To make matters worse, on Friday, rates are going up a staggering 15%. That's 15% on electricity that was already way too high. Skyrocketing rates are an enormous drain on manufacturing and small businesses. They kill jobs and send them to other jurisdictions. Yet you're still bent on signing expensive energy contracts for intermittent, unreliable power. Minister, will you stop doubling down on your failed energy experiments and enact a Consumers First energy plan that protects Ontario hydro ratepayers?
Minister of Energy.
You should listen to
Mr. Speaker, I appreciate the questions that I get from my Conservative critic, he's often bombastic, Mr. Speaker, and he often has a very different interpretation of reality, Mr. Speaker. The announcement that was made by the Ontario Energy Board is not 15%, Mr. Speaker, but what he really fails to appreciate, Mr. Speaker, is that when he says that we have the highest electricity prices...
I believe the member would really like to be able to ask a supplementary.
You should be warned.
Finish, please.
When he says we have the highest electricity prices in Canada, Mr. Speaker, he's wrong. When he says we have the highest prices in North America, Mr. Speaker, he's wrong. Mr. Speaker, we have invested in this system, Mr. Speaker, $34 billion to make it reliable after they ran it into the dump, Mr. Speaker.
Supplementary.
Surprisingly, Mr. Speaker, we're going to disagree. Minister, once the new rates come into effect this Friday, Ontario will have the highest electricity rates in Canada. 15%. That's right. We're now surpassing that industrial powerhouse, Prince Edward Island, and having the most uncompetitive rates in the country. Your arrogant mismanagement of the hydro system has real-world consequences. Just ask the people of Napanee, who are losing out to Mexico with Goodyear's new multi-million-dollar plant expansion. Minister, Ontarians cannot afford your hydro increases due to your expensive energy experiments. Will you stand up now and begin to reverse the damage you're inflicting on Ontarians? Yes, John.
Be seated, please. Be seated, please. Thank you. Minister.
Alluded to the Green Energy Act and the renewables that we're dealing with in terms of experiments, Mr. Speaker. Well, I have a quote here, Mr. Speaker, and it's from the critic from Nipissing. Taking advantage of locally available green power resources is a good fit with the long-range development strategy we have for the community. I am particularly pleased with the relationship we have struck with West Wind Development, Inc. for the first half of the project. I am confident that the company's reputation as a responsible wind power developer...
Excuse me. The Deputy House Leader is warned, and the member from Nipissing will come to order a second time. Carry on.
And Mr. Speaker, the member for Nipissing says, we'll put North Bay on the map as a showcase for the sensitive and responsible development of this great renewable energy source, Mr. Speaker. He is a great endorser.
Thank you. You're finished. The member from Nipissing is